swag, bitch.
Hello everybody. So I've been getting into investing recently, and I've been doing a lot of different things with investing. I investing only on Cash App because of the fact that when you buy a stock, you don't pay no fees to buy that stock. When you sell a stock, however, you only pay a 1 cent fee. So say you make $10,000, you're only paying 1 cent. So you end up with $999.99 because you're only paying a 1 cent fee. Now, you can also do buying a stock as little as $1. You can get auto investing. So you auto invest $5, $10, $18 every daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or bi-monthly, which is every other month, which is bi-monthly. Now, instant investments with no commissions and hidden fees because we don't take the cut. They don't. They really don't take a cut at all. They only take 1% of a government fee that they want to. And then they also have, if you want to do the turn your spare change into roundup stocks, which is understandable. Now, I will give you a couple of ETFs to invest in that will give you dividends, which is like a small portion of you owning something that you get interest on. These will basically multiply into a second income and surpass your job within a 5 to 3 year range, depending on what you do with your investing status. So the Charles Schwab U.S. Dividends Fund, they are a very, very good, decent guy to get into because you can put your money in this and not worry about it going up. You cannot worry about it going down. You're getting dividends no matter what their performance is because they're doing the work so you don't have to. Now the overview will show you all kinds of different stuff. Get managed portfolios because they are a different thing. But so like pricing, you can go on their website and do all this, but I do it through Cash App because it's simple and easy. So their current price sits at $29, which they're actually up a lot, and they're actually going up in volume because more people are starting to invest and more people are starting to get smarter with their money, such as time goes on, such as the economy, inflation, and all that other stuff, because a lot of people need that second income. So their dividend yield of whatever you put in is 3.51%. And so, depending on how many shares you have, you get 3.51% back every 3 months. Now, we will bring up Stag Industrial. Stag Industrial owns a lot of companies. So, like Amazon, warehouse centers, a lot of different things. What they have is they are a company that rents out these big old buildings that you see here on the screen. So investor maps, investor projections, you can see what their symbol is, what the number of states they are in, number of buildings they have, square footage they have. So they'll tell you all kinds of different stuff that they have. Now, they are making money every year, and you can see how much they're going up. Now, with the AI data centers that are coming, and all the data centers are going to need to be made, they're going to be renting a lot of their spaces out. Now, if you want to get into that, that's the Industrial Realty Income. That's Stag Industrial. Their dividends used to be monthly. Now it is every 3 months, which is better for your investment anyway. So their investment yield right now is sitting at 3.97. So either next year or the following year, they'll be at 4.10%, which ain't bad. 4% of $300 is not a bad way to look at things. And that's, again, whatever you invest into will double over time because you take them in dividends and you reinvest that into that. I'm still working with old equipment, so I can only do 5-minute videos of 5 minutes. So I was down to like 4 minutes and some odd things. Now, Realty Income, however. Now, if I show you Realty Income, which is one of the most top performers in my thing right now, they're sitting at $61 per share right now. They have a lot of different companies, and they just more recently got into casinos. You can see like their portfolio. Like if we click on their portfolio, they'll show you what they have. They have over 1,500 commercial properties. Portfolio occupies 97%, over 1,100 definite clients, and 92 separate industries. So they have like apartment complexes, casinos, hotels, different things. So, like you can see, they have lifetime features. They're pretty much all over the world in here. They got some in Alaska. They've got some in Germany. So they're doing money no matter where they're going. Across the world, they don't have nothing else, but more or less, it's all like different things. Like you can see New York, New Jersey. New Jersey, they have 153 properties, which is understandable. Like even in Florida, they have 1,000 properties. That's the most like tourist destination in America, pretty much. California, of course, they have 379. Like Washington State, 83. Montana, North Dakota. Like they all have all these properties. Like Colorado, Wyoming, Nevada. I forget where they just said they had 200. They have 200 in Minnesota, which is great. But see, you can see where all their equities sit, which is insane. They are a good buy to have a monthly income because they're getting paid monthly, so you get paid monthly. So every month you'll be getting a dividend of, where's it at here? Their dividend yield is 5.71%. Now you don't want a high dividends. I forgot to mention this earlier. You don't want a high dividends of like 18 or 20% because that just means the company's failing. If you get a 3% dividend or you get a 4% dividend, you'll be fine. It has time to grow, and these companies are fully been in since God knows how long. So they've been around since 1994 or 1969. No, I'm sorry, 1969 they've been around. So they've been around the total time of all of this. So they've been through the recession, they've been through every campaign, and they still have outperformed every single year. Every year they've outperformed. Like just let's just say last year. Last year they were sitting at $54.94. Okay, so if you would have invested it maybe $300, you'd have 8 shares. Now take it today, all the way to today. You're sitting at 61.16. That's up 12%. That's more than your average savings account. That's more than your average CD. That's more than a lot of things. So you would have just gained and multiplied your money by a decent amount. Now, on to the next one. Agreed Realty, another monthly process, which you can see they have over 26,000 properties, 200 square feet, and see you invest in these and they do different things for you. So like the mission targets, all the grocery stores, end of an era with the dimensions of general displays, see, they do all of that. So let's say we go to their acquirers. As you can see, they have Wawa's, they have this. They have all kinds of stuff. And you can see all of what they're doing. They have all this set up so that way you know what you're investing into and what you're doing. Now these have gone up since they started, like going straight up. So it is a good thing to get into these. Back as I was saying, they have Aldi, they have Tractor Supply, they have Wawa, they have a lot of big money hitters. Now they have a lot of dividends that's coming their way, and they have a lot of more. They have the home improvement, they have tire services, grocery stores, offices, auto parts stores. They do all rent for all these types of buildings in all the states. So like you can see like all of their contracts, ClickView World. So like let's go on the East Coast. They have these two contractors. Midwest, they have these two contractors, which they're senior directors, senior analysts, whatever. These guys, the Western region. So, like, investors, like, let's go to investors. So, average since 1994, annual 5.7 in the past 10 years. So, dividend growth is 5% over the last 10 years. So, if you invest now, you'll be getting more and more and more. And it'll eventually produce a second income for you in dividends. Now, eventually you'll have to pay taxes on dividends, but not right now. You can reinvest all your dividends back into this company or back into another stock that you want to gamble with. Like quarterly results. So you might not understand these, but they have the fourth quarter of 2023. You can see all of their information on the computer. Cash App simplifies all of this, so you don't have to do your simple research. Now, here's another one, and this is my last one for right now. Alexander Realties. Let me pull it up on Cash App. So, Alexander Realties, and this is just a quick short thing because, you know, they have a lot of stuff. So right now, this past year, they're down, let's say, they're down 42% because they're starting to redefine and refinance their company. But the last month, they're up 12%. Their key stats, now this is just because they're a daily or a bi-weekly investment. Their dividend yield sits at 8.57%. That's 8%. So if you had $1 million in there, you're getting, I want to say almost $4,000 or $5,000 every month or every 3 months, because I forget if they're monthly or daily, or monthly or they're every 3 months. They might be monthly, I think, but probably going to change soon. Now I don't have many shares in this because the price I bought them at was $53 a share, and I'm no millionaire at all. I'm no millionaire. But what I do is to say all this. If you don't invest now, there's a lot of different things that are going to happen with all these different companies that you will not be able to buy into them. Charles Schwab is probably your lowest and best bet right now. Stag Industrial, definitely a quick turnaround within the next coming months. Realty Income, slow, but you will gain interest and profits. Now, with all these together, if you had 30 shares of each of these, their dividend yield would be absolutely insane. And you'd be able to multiply their dividend yields quicker by their dividends giving back to you, because you can put that towards your capital. Or better yet, you can take that money, spend it on what you need in your home life, or you take that money and you shove it into one of the Cash App saving accounts at 3.5 for the next 10 years. It'll double in 18 years, but you can reinvest it back into a stock or buy Netflix or buy Coca-Cola or something that'll make you more money, whatever you think about doing. But just take this as a suggestion. Like I said, I'm not a financial investor, but those are some stocks that I would gladly or greatly invest in. I will see you guys in the next one.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me.